this view, folks. Is that amazing or what? So I'm in this beautiful restaurant overlooking the Patong Bay. Right where you see that big tall building with the blue lights, that's where the main Patong area is basically. And man oh man, life is good. So I'm chilling here, still in Thailand. This is in Phuket actually for a few days, then off to Bangkok, have some work there. And then, as usual, traveling around the world. What are you guys up to? Hi Sharath, hi Mohit, hi Daniel. So crypto is looking awesome, man. I will say, with so much happening, with SEC going up to so many things, with so much talks about regulation, yes, a lot of fresh money is not coming in, but at the same time, the market is not going below $300 billion. And I'll say the hodl game in crypto, which is it's looking pretty strong. I mean, people are not giving up. People are holding their cryptos, and that's a great sign. And a lot of things are stabilizing. I believe the next bull run is it's about the corner, man, and it can really happen anytime. So yeah, I'm having this awesome watermelon shake. Look at that. That's like big boss. This watermelon shake. It's amazing. Hi Money, I'm good. Sibi, what's up? Ronnie Mose. No, I've not heard of him. Who's that? Hi. I am in Thailand. Where are you from? Are you from China? I can't understand that language which is above your name, lady. Chinese or something? Yeah, which is great, Adrian. Which means Bitcoin is stabilizing, and we all just got to wait for the next boom. I mean, I understand this bear period is frustrating. The market is not as exciting as it was in November and December, but you got to remember that we are still 10 times higher than where we were at the start of 2017. I think Bitcoin was like last year at May, when I was attending the consensus in New York, Bitcoin was just touching around $2,000, and everyone was like crazy, like, having fun and happy. And now Bitcoin is close to $9,000 or $10,000, and people are sad. Oh, it's not moving and stuff like that. And I totally get that. I mean, I also obviously want Bitcoin to get to 20,000 and 30,000 and 100,000, because that will make all of us rich. But then, you just have to look at the perspective when something goes that high, because Bitcoin instantly went really within 30 days from like $8,000 or $9,000 to $20,000. It's got to get the correction, but it went up to 6,000. Now it's back at 9,000, 10,000. It's playing between the 9,000 to 12,000 zone for a long period of time. So I believe it's good. I mean, it is stabilizing, and future should be good. Ethereum Classic. I actually sold all my Ethereum Classic recently for BTC when Ethereum was at a run. I needed to make some payments basically. But it's good. Their roadmap for 2018 is impressive. So a lot of things are possible. There are issues in crypto system that need to be addressed. What's your take on fundraising on ICOs? I don't think so. Anything is wrong with that. I mean, if someone is doing an ICO and raising funds, at the end of the day, he still needs to have marketing, right? I mean, people do that all the time with startups and stuff like that. It's just that the people are crying and they're cringy that this is happening, that is happening, blah, 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 just because it's a new way of doing the business and regulators don't understand it. If someone puts a great concept and he raises fund using an ICO, what's wrong with that? It's the same thing with a startup. Investing in startups has been there for ages. The difference is now the common man has the same chance which accredited investors before had when it comes to investing. With that, is there risk? Yes, of course there is risk. And with that saying, what will happen is people will lose money and they will understand themselves. At the end of the day, we can't depend on governments, we can't depend on banks to teach us the game of money, to teach us the game of investing. Or you can't depend on your investment broker or your mutual fund broker who will sell you crappy products. I mean, what kind of crappy products your mutual fund brokers will sell you so that they can make commissions, right? So we can't depend on these kind of people. At the end of the day, we all will learn. I mean, crypto is a learning journey. We all will go through that learning phase where, we'll buy bitcoins, then we'll trade into altcoins. When we'll sold altcoins at a loss, then we will get sucked into FOMO. We will buy at high price. And what happens is, like, I've done all these mistakes. I have bought altcoins at an all-time high. I've sold them at a low. I've sold my coins at a loss. I've bought into FOMO. It happens to all of us. Okay. The key thing is, it's an experience. It's a journey. I mean, you don't expect to be an instant stock multi-millionaire if you start investing in real estate or start investing in stocks or stuff like that. So it's part of the process. There will be resistance from Google, from Facebook. Governments will stop this. Why? Because at the end of the day, governments is all about insiders. It's all about banks and politicians and stuff like that. And every single bank has started to admit that if Bitcoin prospers, the banking will be finished, right? So they won't think about it. If someone is throwing a stone at your house, you will go out and fight, right? So banks will fight, the politicians will fight, rules will get created. But what I strongly believe is that the beauty of crypto is that every country has the same approach towards crypto. So some countries don't see it's great, while other countries see it's great. Even not every state has the same approach, right? I mean, look at US. There are some states which are anti-crypto, and for example, the state of Wyoming, now people can pay their taxes using Bitcoin. So Wyoming is pro-crypto, and at the same time, they're saying that if your ICO is a utility token, then then it's good. You don't need to register with SEC and stuff like that. So that's massive, man. That's huge. So I believe everything is good. The market is just going to get a little bit control, and what you will see is people are getting more and more intelligent. So the crap coins, the crap ICOs, anyhow will not get that much funding, which the big coins or the big good ICOs will get, right? So the market will self-regulate. People will, I'm sure if you started in crypto 1 year back, your knowledge in crypto is more than it was 1 year back, right? So it's simple, and you have learned things and you have done mistakes, and you will probably not repeat those mistakes. Same thing applies to me, same thing applies to you guys, same thing applies to basically everyone. So the market is going to self-regulate. Big companies will prosper, a lot of small coins will die out. If you're invested in a lot of small altcoins which were new, which were hot, I will say don't sell them at a loss, because then it's lost. The market will bounce back. The next bull run should happen anytime. But try to get out the small coins, take more positions in the big coins. That will be my personal strategy, and I'll suggest you do the same. Man, Naga coin is one coin I've never really looked into. I need to look into Naga coin, and then I can talk about it. I don't know anything about Naga coin right now. I'm Indian cryptocurrency member of Unocoin, but you can give me an idea how to earn daily from here. Well, Unocoin is just a cryptocurrency exchange. You cannot really earn from there. Swisscoin, no idea. Hi Christoph, what's up? Raheem. Google banning crypto ads, never heard. I heard Facebook banned crypto ads, never Google, so I'm not sure about that. Ernest, that's what I'm doing. I'm helping, we are in fact helping a pawn company raise funds right now. Our pawn ICO will start in literally a week or two, basically adult ICO. It's going to change the game. Make sure all of you stay tuned to some of my future posts. We are looking at 100x potential here. It's about to start anytime soon. I mean, we are literally working hard every day behind the scenes. Yesterday I was on a conference call with one of the advisors of the company. He has been in the pawn business for like 20 years or something like that. Not 20, like 30 years or something like that, since it was 19, and now he's 56. He's based out of New York. We got a lot of amazing advisors. I think it's going to be, it's really going to be big. The pawn ICO, it's about to start. Quick word on an NT Plus. New Tycoon Plus is looking good, Adrian. I think you should get started, bro. I've already have 12 packs. I'm looking to purchase 100 packs soon. and it looks like a great business. It's owned by Success Resources. I don't know how many of you all really have heard about Success Resources, but is the largest company based out of Singapore when it comes to organizing events in the personal development space all across India, Middle East, Southeast Asia, which includes Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, I think even China, Hong Kong also, and some parts of US. So they're pretty big. They have been in the business for 27 years. And on their panel, they have everyone from Anthony Robbins to Brian Tracy to Jack Canfield to everyone, right? So when you have a corporate dream like that, honestly, you can just jump in with eyes closed, man. So that's my single biggest reason to get involved with New Tycoon Plus, because after BitConnect and Power Mining Pool, I realized that it's important to websites are great, but the income plans are great. BitConnect, while it lasted, people made a lot of money. Power Mining Pool, unfortunately, they got a cease and desist early than expected, and it should have continued for at least 6 months to 12 months. I still hope they come back. There were a couple of tweets on the corporate Twitter page that they're coming back, so let's hope for the best. Fingers crossed, can't say. But moving on, we are taking a little bit of different focus. We are going to go for more established corporate brands where even if there is a passive earning there, it has to be like a well-established corporate brand. So New Tycoon Plus, it totally fits the criteria. It's a perfect company. The returns are good, but not too high. So 6% a month is not too high for sure. That's easily maintainable in mining, and at the same time, it's not too low, right? So. And with that being said, they have a big office in Singapore. Any one of you, if you're in Singapore, you have friends in Singapore, you want to go and visit their office in Singapore, just go ahead. In fact, I'll be going to Singapore, I think, in 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, please. I think I'll be going to Singapore in 1 or 2 weeks to check out their offices and stuff like that. But the person who sponsored me, he's a very good friend of mine. He stays in Singapore. He goes to the office every single day. He does presentations in the office every single day. So that stuff is really good. No issues there. Bitcoin mining, where I get daily earning from mining. Joy, I'll recommend you New Tycoon Plus. That's good for mining. The mining operations start next month. They're already getting almost sold out. You can message me and I can send you the link. Hi Akshay, what's up? Hi Yash. Mars script, no idea what is Mars. Yeah, so US is tricky market. And it's not even if you're doing Genesis doing nothing wrong. They have got all the proof which you want on the blockchain. It's just that the US laws, man, they treat everything as security. Here is what I say. Fuck you. You got to understand there's a world outside US also. And here's the thing. With cryptos, who has the biggest threat? It's US, because at the end of the day, US is US because of US dollar. If Bitcoin finishes US dollar, to be honest, there's nothing called, there's US, but then it's not the superpower anymore because they don't have the currency. In fact, US economy right now is in 20 or 30 trillion dollars debt right now. What do you think will happen if Bitcoin overtakes US dollar? It's going to be a mess. It's going to be a bigger mess than all the other countries combined, and US will just get totally fucked up because now no one will buy their stupid dollars, and the country will not have this excess funds, and as a result they will start defaulting on all their debts. And literally it's going to be bad times for Americans basically. So I believe I don't pay too much attention to all the things which are happening in US because I don't live in US, number one. Number two, man, I don't know, I just don't like it. I don't like a lot of things about that country. The very fact that the whole world is dependent on US dollar, I don't like it, right? I don't like the whole anarchy kind of thing, and that's why I'm in love with Bitcoin, because it finishes the anarchy of any single country, any single government, or any single bank, and it gives everyone, no matter where the person is from the world, an equal chance, right? The person is from India, the person is from China, Malaysia, Singapore, Dubai, Lebanon, Israel, Iran, Iraq, anywhere, US, they have an equal chance, and the whole world now is talent-based versus we, depending on, it's really funny, the whole world is dependent on a fucked up US government, and I still don't get that. How did that really happen? Till 1971, the world was on gold standard. I still don't get it, how the shift happened towards US dollars. So I don't get it, but anyhow, I don't take things too seriously. My recommendation to every business is, if you got a problem in US, just close US, man. Who cares about US? The people in US, if they want to, if they really want to have a big serious thing in crypto, they can just move out of US, man. Like shift to Dubai, shift to Puerto Rico. It's very close. A lot of my friends from US, they are shifting to Puerto Rico now, and all that stuff. So it's all good. US try to keep the scammers out, overreacting, but some rules need to be in crypto also. Well, what kind of rules? I mean, look, scammers will always be scammers, right? Like the biggest Ponzi in the world was run. What was the name of the biggest Ponzi? I forgot the name. That was an American guy. You guys have all seen that movie, right? I forgot the name. The movie and the guy who ran the biggest Ponzi in the world. Bernanke something, I forgot the name. That guy was an American. He ran the biggest Ponzi in the world. Here's my take on Ponzi's. You cannot stop Ponzi's. I mean, they will always be different versions of Ponzi schemes, of scams in one way or other. People say that crypto is used to fund terrorism. What about US dollar? Is it not used to fund terrorism? Or what about any currency? Jordan Belfort, again a good example, an American, right? So who gives one country the right to control it? No, the reason they are getting this power is because of the US dollar, because everyone is still dependent on US dollar, and that's the US dollar is what funds the US Army. That US dollar is what funds everything, and that US dollar is what makes US. Bitcoin is a threat to US dollar, so it's going to get the biggest challenge from US, but I'm sure it will overtake it, and then the whole world has an economic opportunity. Can't wait for that to happen. I think it will happen. It will take 10 years though. It's a long road ahead from here. Hey Fraser, what's up? Mom on the senior order from North Carolina. I will say regarding Genesis mining, I had a little bit of investment in Genesis mining, not building it like as the affiliate or anything like that, but my thoughts will be that Genesis mining is a very legit big company, and they will just close US operations and continue, or they will get registered. Something like that will happen. Sure, Sam, send me a private message, no problem. And that is why Forex look better. Who said Forex look better? Forex is a thing of the past. Paper money is dying, bro. In 5 years, you won't even have currencies like US dollar or euro or stuff like that. Just because there's less volatility in Forex doesn't make Forex better. Google dropped Bitcoin price. Update on Tron. I don't have too much of Tron. I don't know. The Tron guy keeps on hyping it up. He's a master of hype, just in soon. So I don't know. I have a little bit of Tron just for fun. Let's see how it goes. Wait. On the business side, so New Tycoon Plus is looking good for those of you who are looking for a legit long-term mining program, which has a strong corporate team, which has a strong office. You can take people to the office, you can visit the office, you can see the legal papers of the company, do presentations in office. So that's all happening in Singapore, and it's a pretty good compensation plan. You can get paid on unlimited levels because of dynamic compression. The returns are not too high, not too low, and something which can last for long. So Mohammed Naeem, it's New Tycoon Plus. Just send me a private message and I will send you the link, bro. It's looking pretty good. So that's on the mining side. On the ICO side, I will say hold on. We got some big ICOs coming for you guys. We all know dating industry, porn industry, they are one of the biggest industries, especially the adults industry. And our founders in the ICO, they are killers, right? So it's going to be exciting times. I think after June, Google is going to stop ICO promotion in Google platform. Oh, it's okay. Affiliate marketing will still continue. I'm telling you, yeah, it's going to get tougher and tougher for ICOs. They got to be creative. They got to perhaps hire me as their marketing advisor. You will see what kind of marketing we will do in our ICO. It's about to get rolled out. So yeah, to summarize it up, my food is here. Can't wait to eat my awesome chicken. Just had gym, so kind of still hungry also. The markets are looking good. Just hold on, keep hodling, be a part of the hodl gang, and hopefully we'll crush it in 2018 when it comes to profiting from cryptos. On the business side, if there is one business you can get involved with, which is legit, which is long term, which has an office, registration, local presentations happening, a phone number, everything, that's New Tycoon Plus, based out of Singapore, owned by Success Resources, which is a $200 million plus company, publicly traded on Australian Stock Exchange. It has literally started 10 days back, so it's as early as it gets. Just private message me, I'll shoot you over the link. On the ICO side, we got an adult ICO coming out, so stay tuned for that. That will be it. Any other questions you have, you can just post in the comments, and whenever I can, I will reply. Take care. Peace out, guys.